Ukrainian word for the An-225 is Mriya, which translates to dream. With 242 world records under its belt, it serves as the model for the tagline of Antonov Airlines. No other name carries more weight. Antonova An-225 Mriya, which was located at the Antonov aircraft facility in the city of Gostomel, where heavy fighting took place until the last 2 days, and which was divided into two as a result of the bombardments organized by Russia in the first days of the Russia-Ukraine war. With the emergence of these images, we go into the details of the world's largest cargo plane in this episode of Giant Machines. Antonova An-225 Mriya was the largest cargo aircraft in the world and was the only aircraft that featured 6 turbofan engines. The aircraft was a modern engineering marvel, able to transport up to 250 tons of cargo, including single pieces weighing up to 200 tons over short and medium-haul routes. An An-225 Mriya was only ever produced in one complete model. It was developed and constructed over the 1980s, and on December 21, 1988, it made its first flight. The 32-wheel landing gear had 20 steerable wheels in it. 4 steerable wheels were located in the nose gear, while 16 more were located in the back of the 18-wheel main gear. A Boeing 747 cargo can only carry half as much as the An-225 Mriya. It dwarfed the 747 in size and lifting capacity, measuring as much as a football field from nose to tail and wingtip to wingtip, and having a maximum takeoff weight of up to 1.32 million pounds. The Antonova An-225 Mriya freighter's size and weight meant that it would require a significant amount of power to take off, so the Ukrainian engineers at Antonov equipped it with 6 engines, each of which could provide a mind-boggling 51,590 pounds of torque. An An-225 held multiple records with a maximum takeoff weight of 640 tons, including being the biggest aircraft ever built and having the largest wingspan of any operational aircraft. Objects like 103-ton generators, wind turbine blades, and diesel locomotives, which were long thought to be impossible to move by air, were frequently transported using this method. Due to its size and distinctiveness, the Mriya regularly attracted a lot of public curiosity, eventually gaining a following on a global scale. The first flight of the An-225 was completed on December 21, 1988. The An-225 Mriya was originally tasked with transporting the space shuttle for the Soviet space program, the Buran space plane. At the 1989 Paris Air Show, it made a first public appearance outside of the Soviet Union while displaying a Buran orbiter. One of the most important days in the Antonova 225's whole career was March 22, 1989. The An-225 departed after carefully weighing the cargo, which weighed a total of 104 tons of cargo. The achievement count started as soon as takeoff. The An-225 fully destroyed this record with another 156.3 tons of cargo, while directly competing with the Boeing 747-400, which at the time held the record for the highest weight at which an aircraft could take off. The An-225 Mriya smashed 110 world records during this one trip, including the record for a cruising speed of 815 km per hour over a 2,000-kilometer closed course, while carrying 155 tons of payload and flying at a record altitude of 40,780 feet. After accomplishing all of these accomplishments, the An-225 started to work for the purpose for which it had been developed, transporting materials and components for the Soviet space program. The aircraft's final commercial flight was to transport about 90 tons of COVID-19 test kits from Tianjin, China to Billund, Denmark via Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan from February the 2nd to February the 5th, 2022. The engine was changed once it arrived back at its base at Antonov Airport in Hostomel on February the 5th. On the advice of NATO, it was prepared for evacuation, scheduled for the morning of the 24th of February. But on that day, Russia invaded, with the airfield being one of their first targets. Conflicts that day at Hostomel Airport later came to be known as the Battle of Antonov Airport. On the next day, on February the 25th, would this conflict between Russian and Ukrainian soldiers conclude. As a result of the Russian triumph and artillery, the airport was destroyed. The hangar where the severely damaged Antonov 225 was parked was soon visible in the first drone pictures. The Ukrainian government officially acknowledged the destruction of the Antonov An-225 by Russian forces on February the 27th on its official Twitter account.